Hi everyone, I'm Tom Stephenson and welcome to Microsoft Project Made Easy. Today we're going to be looking at cash flow and how to export it to a report to Excel. This is maybe a little bit more advanced topic, so if you're at the basic level with Microsoft Project, you might want to take a look at my playlists. If you click subscribe and you check the playlists on the site under MS Project, you'll find quite a wealth of videos that can help you in a lot of areas. And if you start at the beginning, at least the first 8 or 9 videos, that's pretty much the basics and fundamentals. So as I said, today we're going to be looking at how do we export a cash flow report to Excel. And so there's a number of things that we need to consider. We need to have a cost loaded schedule. So I've got a schedule here. You can see the activities are listed. I've got resources that are applied. I've got costs applied to the various activities. So it is an actual resource loaded schedule. So that's important, right? I can see the total cost here. I should be able to do a quick report and review it by clicking on the report tab, going to cost, going to cash flow, and then this comes up on my screen here. So it may not come up in months. This is showing in months. It may come up at first in weeks. It tends to do that as an initial setting. And so it's showing the cash that is flowing out of your projects in weeks based on how you applied those resources and the timing that you put on those resources. And I get into that in a lot of detail in another video on cash flow. And I'll try to put the description below so that you can always check that one. But essentially, you've timed when the money is going out. Is it going out when this activity starts? Is it going out when this activity ends? Or is it going out prorated over the duration of this activity? So if, for example, you have a project manager assigned to the whole project, you don't want to pay them all the total amount at the beginning. You don't want to pay them the total amount at the end. You want to probably pay them every 2 weeks. So that would probably be prorated. So you have to have all of that in your file for it to be reasonable when you're looking at the cash flow. So right now, let's go back and let's make this just back to months. It looks more appealing that way, and that's probably usually what people look at is by the monthly outflow of funds. This is the cumulative rate. So one side is showing the individual and the other is showing cumulative. Okay, so that's the traditional way that Microsoft Project shows it. In older versions, it was actually easier to get like a report that was actually like Excel. But since they updated things in 2013 and have evolved it up to the current date, 2022, 2023, it's more or less like this. So I'm going to click on Report. Depending on the version, they haven't changed too much that way. Report. I'm going to go to Visual Reports here where it says Export. And I'm going to go down here. Actually, it's already in months. Probably it would have said weeks on yours. So I'm going to make this months over here. Select level of usage data. And then I'm going to go to where it says cash flow report in Excel. See the little Excel symbol there? And I'm going to click view and I'm going to wait for Excel to open. So I'll click view and I'm going to wait for Excel to convert it and to open. And I now have it open. It usually opens up to the chart tab, right? So it's showing like everything at once over here in the chart tab. So I'm going to now go to the task usage tab at the bottom in Excel. So it's got a task usage. And I'm going to wait for that to load up. There we go. Okay, so I've got task usage. And now the next step I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in and I'm going to do a few things with this pivot tables over here. So the pivot tables over here. I'm going to deselect cumulative cost, right? So when it's clicked, you can see it's got cumulative cost there. Don't want to overcomplicate this for now. I just want to see the cash flow per month. All right, so I've gone to cost, and you'll have to scroll down here to the bottom and under time, pick monthly calendar. Right? The data's in here, but now you're trying to get it to show what you want to show. So you've got monthly calendar, and where it says filters and tasks, I'm going to move it over to tasks. I just grab it and I'm going to move it over to rows. Okay, so now I've got that information in here, and I've got it in filtered, moved to rows. I've selected the monthly calendar, and I've deselected the actual cumulative cost. So now I'm going to look over here. Now this is where it gets a little bit onerous. It depends on the level of detail you want. The nice thing is it downloads it and you can open it up. So you can actually click the plus signs, and then you can go to the level of detail that you want to show overall. So in this particular case, I'm going to click on pre-construction, construction, closeout, right? And you may want to then even open up all of these, right? Doesn't have a quick way of opening them all like you do in Microsoft Project, where you can open them all, but that's a little bit laborious, but you can see that they open up, and depending on the level of detail you want, you can open up to that detail. So I'll show you that in a few minutes, how you can open that and you can close that to the various levels that you're after. Okay, so I'm opening it up, I've got those open. All right, so now I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to scroll over to where it says 2021. This whole project was done in 2021, so it all fits into that area. So now I've opened it up, and now you can see, based on the months, the cash flow that's going out, and you can see it by the various levels. You can also see what the grand totals are at the side, and you can scroll down to the bottom and you can see what the total completion amounts are showing or indicated for the total of the project. So like here it's showing $1,011,020. So that was the total for the overall project. So all of these numbers are then in place, and that's downloaded your information for that. Now if you want to see it at different levels, because maybe this is too granular for you, maybe you don't open up all of those ones and you just have it by the various higher levels on your project. So that's the nice thing about having a good work breakdown structure. You can open and close it, and so now you're just looking at it by these levels, the cash flow that's moving out by section in those particular levels, right? And again, this is summing up the grand totals, so you can see what's going on per month, and then you could do whatever you want to do. You know, if you want to sum these up differently or whatever you like, at least you've got the columns, you've got them all in place, and you've got them by month with the money going outward, right? And you can review and you can double check things. You can go back to your schedule in Microsoft Project, so you could go back to your schedule and close this now. You could, of course, go over to, let's go here and let's go back to our regular screen. And you can see where the money is going out based on time periods, but not so much like cash flow. Another area that you can actually see this information in Microsoft Project, I'll just show you, not many people realize this. You slide to the left and you can go to the the task usage, right? And on task usage, you see how it's got here by the weeks, and it's got your tasks down the side, and it's got who the resources are. It's down as work right now. Well, what you can do is click over here and right click and show cost. And then I'm going to click over on the work, deselect work, and now I've just got cost. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom right of my screen. You might not see it behind my face, but I'm just basically changing the time scale. You know, you can just change the time scale to months. Actually, it's not doing it for months with that here, so I'm going to go up here. The other place that I usually do it is I go to format, and then I say over here, I actually only want to see it by the month. So now it's by the month. Then I can just click here and I can do the scroll to task, and it brings up the project by the month, and there's your money that's going out on a monthly basis, the total on a monthly basis on your project. It'd be nice if this could just be quickly imported into Excel in one step, but it doesn't really allow for that. So this is one way, another way of looking at it, reviewing it. Now, if you wanted to do it long form, you could copy this and paste this in Excel. And then you could copy that and paste that in Excel beside this. And then you could put the months across the top. I've seen that done before as well. Depending on, maybe you don't want all the clutter of the pull down menus and things like that. You could do that like that. It does work. You have to do it one at a time though, because these two screens, they don't copy over well. So you have to actually then copy this. You just have to copy this up here and paste it in Excel. And then you got to copy this and you got to go back up here and then you got to copy it and paste it in Excel. And then you got to type in, unfortunately, all the months across the top. So that's another kind of workaround way that I wouldn't say is clear, but it is another way if you don't like the first way that I showed you, which is using the actual export button and exporting it right into Excel. So I hope that's given you some indicators of how you can transfer your cash flow statement from Microsoft Project into Excel. Hopefully that's been helpful. I'm Tom Stephenson, and if you enjoyed this video, please click the like icon and don't forget to subscribe. I have lots of construction videos on the site and new ones coming out all the time. Click the notifications icon and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.